In every country in the world, cola dominates. We feel that we have to plant our flag everywhere, even before the Christians arrive. Cola's destiny is to inherit the earth.
While American brands such as Pepsi, Pizza Hut, and McDonald's were accepted in the Soviet Union, Coca-Cola was strongly rejected and was replaced by other drinks. Here's why. The history of Coca-Cola began in 1886 when Coca-Cola, a drink created by John S. Pemberton, was served at Jacob's Pharmacy. It was referenced as a delicious and refreshing beverage on newspaper ads and gained popularity in a relatively short time. In 1895, according to Asa Candler, Coca-Cola was now sold and drunk everywhere in the U.S. It was not only limited to the U.S. as Coca-Cola started diffusing through Asia and Europe in the 1910s. Furthermore, it gained more notice from other countries as the Coca-Cola Foreign Department was created in 1826 and began to build a relationship with the Olympic Games in the late 1920s. In addition, to market Coca-Cola outside of the U.S. more actively, the Coca-Cola Export Cooperation was created in 1930.
Share in the Olympic spirit with more people than ever before. And that's what you're seeing here tonight, sharing of community, which is what the Olympics truly represent.
Some people also viewed Coca-Cola as a symbol of American cultural imperialism, hence the term Coca-Colonization. Thus, although Coca-Cola was very much identified with America, it was for many around the globe not seen as symbolic of good values, honesty, or goodness the way it was seen at home. Rather, it was seen as a symbol of economic and cultural imperialism. As the U.S. government recognized Coca-Cola's popularity and saw it as a chance of spreading their capitalist means, they suppressed Coca-Cola's competitors and helped the Coca-Cola Company to expand globally, expressing dominance over communism. Thus, the drink even spread widely during World War II. In 1943, Robert Woodruff, the president of the Coca-Cola Company, accepted the U.S. government's request to make the drink available to the troops. So, along with the American troops, 64 portable bottling plants were sent to Asia, Europe, and North Africa, and around 5 billion bottles were distributed. Matthew Gordon said, "Perhaps no commercial product is more thoroughly identified with America than Coca-Cola." Apparently, some of our friends overseas have difficulty distinguishing between the United States and Coca-Cola. As Coca-Cola became the symbol of the American way of life, its worldwide spread allowed American culture and ideologies to spread with it. Now called Coca-Colonization, others began to see this as the spread of American imperialism.
Even after the outbreak of war,
Some countries accepted Coca-Cola while making a slight difference in its taste to fit their indigenous people. They tried to keep the name Coca-Cola for its association with America. However, things were a little different for the Soviet Union. The conflict between America and the Soviet Union from 1946 to 1991, the Cold War, made it hard for the Soviet Union to accept Coca-Cola. Along with the arms race, competing for nuclear weapons, and the space race, which extended this war out to space, this was a fight between capitalism and communism. As the U.S. government was marketing the company as a symbol of American capitalism and its superiority to communism, the Soviet Union viewed the drink not only as a symbol of capitalism, but also the imperialism of American culture.
We'll get a bottle of Coca-Cola for 5 cents.
Coca-Cola, a drink created in 1886 by John S. Pemberton, started diffusing worldwide in the 1910s as a symbol of America. During the period of the Cold War, the Soviet Union viewed the drink as a symbol of capitalism and the imperialism of American culture. Therefore, while the Soviet Union accepted other American products, such as Pepsi and Pizza Hut, because it did not view those brands as a symbol of America, it strongly rejected Coca-Cola to reject America. However, after the disintegration of the Soviet Union, since the Soviet Union no longer had the power and the need to reject America, Coca-Cola succeeded in entering the USSR market and outsold Pepsi, which is still the situation today. While the Soviet Union accepted other American products, such as Pepsi and Pizza Hut, it did not accept Coca-Cola because the drink mainly symbolizes America. Thus, by drinking it, it would mean having a positive association with America. The Cold War also limited the trade between America and the Soviet Union. No American products were allowed in the USSR to ensure that the citizens were not influenced in capitalist ways. Even though the USSR wanted Coca-Cola, they couldn't express their want publicly because they did not like the association with America. For instance, Khrushchev, a Soviet general and a beloved World War II hero, was a big fan of Coca-Cola. However, he could not publicly drink it, so he made the company make him White Coke, which is a Coke with a white cap and a red star in the middle, camouflaged as vodka. At the same time, while Coke dominated the European market and everywhere the US military was during the World War II, Pepsi was looking for untouched markets. Therefore, Pepsi wanted to enter the Soviet Union. During the American National Exhibition in Moscow, which was Pepsi's first opportunity to charm the Soviets into selling Pepsi, they successfully left a strong impression on Khrushchev, the first secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Unfortunately, in 1960, diplomatic relations between America and the Soviet Union cooled rapidly, leaving American companies once again unable to do business with the Soviet Union. In 1971, Kandel got a second opportunity where he sneaked a transistor radio shaped like a Pepsi can through security and presented the gift to Koshkin. Luckily, the next day, Koshkin started negotiations to bring Pepsi into the country. The first Pepsi plant opened in Novorossiysk on the Black Sea coast in 1974, and soon the syrup was distributed all over the Soviet Union and was made into Pepsi locally. Pepsi was published in the New York Times as the first capitalistic product and was the first foreign brand to advertise on the Soviet Union TV, featuring Michael Jackson. Even though Pepsi was still an American brand, the Soviet Union accepted Pepsi instead of Coca-Cola because Pepsi did not have a strong association with America like Coca-Cola does. As the Soviet Union's currency, the ruble, could not be exchanged or translated into other types of money, Pepsi was first traded with vodka. However, as non-Russians did not drink vodka as much as the Russians drank Pepsi, they started trading Pepsi with weapons like submarines, cruisers, frigates, destroyers, or oil tankers. This caused Pepsi to have the seventh biggest navy in the world. Then, Pepsi even made a $3 billion deal with the USSR, which was the largest deal ever made between the Soviet Union and America. That wasn't the end. The Pepsi company then launched Pizza Hut into the Soviet Union market, which displayed their powerful influence. However, Coca-Cola became envious of Pepsi's success in becoming the first American brand to grow strong roots in the Soviet Union. Therefore, Coca-Cola, with the help of the US government, entered the USSR in 1979 with Fanta but not Coke. Although the company was not making a fair trade, they continued trading with the hope that someday they would take over the market. Overall, this illustrates how Coca-Cola Company desperately wanted to sell its products to the Soviet Union. However, due to past issues caused by the Cold War, the USSR did not want to make the association with America, therefore rejected Coke. While the Soviet Union accepted other American products, such as Pepsi and Pizza Hut, as those brands did not connect with the dominant image of America, they did not accept Coke due to the symbol of America that it gave. After the disintegration of the Soviet Union, Coca-Cola prevailed in the USSR market and outsold Pepsi. In the early 90s, as the Soviet Union started to disintegrate, Pepsi also diminished throughout the USSR. This was because now the Soviet Union did not have any power to reject America nor Coke, thus could not make the association with the Pepsi company anymore. Taking this as a chance, the Coca-Cola company sought to take over the Russian market. This was possible by buying out factories for cents during the privatization and campaigning fervently for their product. By 1996, Coca-Cola prevailed in the USSR market and outsold their rival, Pepsi. However, Pepsi today still remained as the most influential American company in the Soviet Union, which was possible only due to the USSR's desire to reject America, and doing that by accepting Pepsi instead of Coke. Although Coca-Cola was rejected in the Soviet Union market, it later succeeded in entering the market and even outsold Pepsi due to the disintegration of the Soviet Union and the diminishment of Pepsi. According to the average penetration rate of soft drink brands in Russia in 2013, Coca-Cola dominated 57% of the Russian market and Pepsi with only 42%. This emphasizes that although at first Coca-Cola was rejected by the USSR due to its strong association and symbol of America, after the Soviet Union lost the Cold War against the United States, they no longer have the power or the need to reject America and Coca-Cola. The decline of Pepsi, along with the decline of the USSR, supports the claim of how Coca-Cola represented America. So, in nowadays, Coca-Cola dominates the Russian market, and Coca-Cola is among the most admired and best-known trademarks in the world. It is even documented that Coca-Cola is the second most widely understood term after the term okay. Overall, as Coca-Cola became the symbol of America and was rejected from the Soviet Union due to their adverse relationship, it eventually was able to enter the USSR due to the unnecessary and powerless rejection of Coca-Cola after losing the Cold War.